The man looked up in surprise to find a drone hovering before him, announcing he was under arrest. It immediately deployed a pair of handcuffs that snapped onto the man's wrists. The man protested he hadn't done anything, but the drone wouldn't listen to his explanations. If he refused to comply, it would immediately use force. The man had no choice but to obediently wear the handcuffs. He followed the drone to a prison that was also unmanned. He placed his personal belongings in a box, and a conveyor belt delivered a prison uniform. Just like that, the man was sent into prison. The cell door quickly closed behind him. The man wanted to understand why he'd been arrested. A screen displayed information about several lawyers. He randomly selected one with high ratings, only to discover hiring a lawyer would cost $10,000. The man couldn't afford it. He chose the free public defender instead. According to the computer's AI algorithm, he had an 89% probability of being found guilty, with a sentence of 45 to 47 years. The man wanted to know what he'd done, but the defender advised him to plead guilty as soon as possible. This would reduce his sentence by 5 to 7 years. He clearly hadn't done anything, but the AI's every action was guiding him to plead guilty voluntarily. The man asked what charges he was facing, but was only told his trial would be in 90 days. He then called the local police station. The screen displayed a long list of terms for him to sign. Without reading them, he agreed. The call connected quickly, but it was still an AI on the line, saying human assistance required a wait. The man waited for hours. He was awakened by a notification sound. The AI had disconnected the call. The screen showed his account was empty. It turned out the call was charged by the minute at $3 per minute. The man said this was a scam, but the AI pulled up the terms he'd agreed to, which clearly stated calls cost $3 per minute. The man exploded with anger, ranting in his cell. And so the man remained imprisoned. The next day, the computer introduced him to prison services. By working in the prison, he could earn money through labor. The man chose handicrafts and began knitting sweaters for pay. Day and night, he knitted non-stop, his account balance slowly growing. Finally, one day, he'd saved up $5. The man said he wanted to make a phone call. This time he chose to call his mother. The call connected smoothly. The man quickly told his mother he'd been locked up in prison and needed her help. His father came to the screen, also asking what had happened. With only $2 left in call credits, the man said he was trapped here and needed $10,000 for a lawyer. He hoped his parents could help him, or he'd never get out. Suddenly the system disconnected the call. He'd run out of credits. The AI asked him one final time to confirm whether he admitted guilt. Just then, the man noticed an unread message. Opening it, he found his mother had sent money after all. He immediately denied guilt and demanded to see a lawyer now. The lawyer quickly called the man, but before the man could speak, the lawyer said he'd already reviewed the man's file. He said the case was very difficult and advised him to plead guilty soon. The man said he hadn't done anything. The lawyer looked at the man, compared it with the file in his hands, told the man to wait, and hung up. The $10,000 was gone just like that. The man had lost his crucial lifeline. He began to accept his fate. One day, the AI's voice sounded again, saying the man could leave now. Completely bewildered, he left the room. At the exit, he retrieved his personal belongings. His phone was full of unanswered messages. During his time inside, his apartment had been repossessed for unpaid rent, and his boss had fired him from his job. Before leaving, the man received a brochure from the prison. A textile factory was offering job opportunities for released inmates. So in this story, what did you see?